Hello and welcome back to News Cycle. You may remember News Cycle from Steam Base Builder Fest a few months ago, January or February, I think it was. We took a look at the game then, and I was enamored with it after having taken a look at it, and put it on my list to follow as they continue development and into release. And I don't normally do this, but we're going to take another look at the demo of News Cycle because it has been kind of drastically updated. Corin Gage reached out to me and sent me a list of some of the new changes to the game. First among that is they have partnered with a publisher, Daedalic Entertainment, and they've made a few other changes to the game, including a huge update to the train system, a complete overhaul actually. So it's much more organic looking and realistic looking. It works better with the varied grid and freeform placement that you can do in the game. The new road system allows bridges and tunnels to be built depending on the train height, and it also fixes are fixes to the way the power poles cable during the construction phase. They've added a new community management and health mechanic. The health indicator, which is shaped according to the specific needs and environmental conditions of the community, works and can be managed at a level that can cause the destruction of the entire community during the demo. There's new volumetric lighting and fog improvements, and there's a huge host of other features that are not actually available yet in the demo that are going to be available in the early access release later this year. So we're going to jump in and just take another short-ish look, another single episode look at the demo to see what's kind of different, what the game looks like now in its updated phase. I know I was approached by a few fans that watched that demo play sometime after the fact, and now is your chance if you'd like to give the demo another try. It is available this week during Steam Next Fest. This is the first of my Steam Next Fest entries, and I want to thank Corin Gage for reaching out to me ahead of time to let me know that their game was going to be in the Steam Next Fest, to give me the opportunity to play it here on day one, because I believe Steam Next Fest starts in a few minutes as this video is being released. I have a few other games that I know about that I'm going to be playing this week for Steam Next Fest, and that's thanks to their developers also reaching out to me, which is something that hadn't really happened in the past so much, but I'm really grateful for that because it gives me the ability to plan my week out. So thank you to Corin Gage for being the first one to reach out and ask me to take a look at your updated demo. So we're just going to jump into the game again like we did last time and play a short playthrough of the game in the demo. I don't know how long it'll be. Typical episode length, roughly. I mean, I have a range, so we're just going to jump in and take a look at the game. Here's their kind of story since Steam Base Builder Fest. I won't read through it all, but if you want to pause the video, you can read it. But there's they're explaining the limitations of the demo and the change, some of the changes from the demo, or from the first demo. There are 4 game modes. We're only able to actually play the sandbox. The other ones are locked or completely unavailable. So we're going to play the sandbox, which is what we did the last time. And again, there are 4 biomes, but there's only one that's actually playable here, which is the meadow, which is where we played the last time. And I suspect that these will come in with the early access release or sometime after the early access release. And so this already looks a bit different right off the bat, I think. We have our camp here. We can name our camp. We'll call it Wallyville. And let's see. This is our main hall. We have this is the bonus we get for starting in the meadow. We get plus 40 morale for 5 days. Let's see. That's our current effects. We have some available actions here. Right now all we can do is a state of emergency or a mandatory break. Some laws and rules over here, which it doesn't let me click on because there's nothing in there, I guess. Okay, let's go back out here. And that's that whole building there. And then over here we have a camp. A few camps, actually, over here. So let's Let's see what we got to do. We have a message from the community. You're now the governor of this little community. It's been nearly half a century since the first solar flare. In the initial moments of the catastrophe, we lost our entire technological infrastructure, our means of global sourcing, and almost everything that we can share as a civilization. The following years are humanity's darkest, having to wrestle with constant impossibility and despair. From battles fought with sticks and stones to nuclear wars, we ended up destroying ourselves, what little the sun had left for us. And civilization fell. Everyone here was born into this new world, and you have to be their leader. Our current flimsy shelter can't carry us far. We must rebuild everything from scratch, with the efforts of those who remain, so we can establish a sustainable way of life. So we need to rediscover our lost knowledge and explore our surroundings to create new possibilities. Most importantly, beyond merely surviving, we have to find a way of securing our next generation, by whose time the world may not be habitable anymore. We don't know how we can preserve life as we know it, but we can at least help build something that we may call home. So let's continue with or start the tutorial. Just because I've only played it maybe 1.5 times. I might have played it a little bit before that first demo video. But we've only played through it effectively one time. So, and it's been 5 months or 4 months or whatever. So we're gonna do this again here, just to make sure we understand how the game works, what we need to do in what order, those types of things. Transition to settled life. Chief, our nomadic lifestyle gave us enough knowledge to build simple shacks. If we are to settle down here, we will need sturdier and more durable shelters, workplaces, and storage depots, and for that, we need to be able to process a variety of resources. We can get started by collecting some resources. Primitive structures made out of logs and stones will suffice for a start. We can gather those raw materials by building a field camp close to the resources we need. Build a field camp, gather 20 logs and 10 stones. Here's some stone, here's some trees, so let's do the field camp down here. The grid system or the free system can be used to place buildings on the map. Place the building on the map. You can switch between these two systems by pressing the tab key. For the grid system, the R key performs a 90-degree rotation. For the free system, the Q and E keys allow you to spin continuously in different directions. You can place more than one of the selected structure by holding down the shift key. Okay, so field camp, we're on grid right now, so R to rotate, and then if we hit tab, we're on the free grid system. You can kind of see it, the grid disappears, and it gives us this free form, and we can still use R to do the 90 degree, but we can also do the infinite degree, rotation thing here, which is, I think, a good idea for, as the little guide showed, maybe along a coastline or a river, at least for me, that is. But generally for me, I'm going to stick to the grid because I like grids. So let's go ahead and do this like that. And they should come out and build it now. Let's see, is there speed controls here? Yep, 1, 2, and 3 up here. There's a super slow mode too. There's no actual pause. Oh, there is a pause. Okay, space to pause. Is that, yeah, that's grave tilde to go to the super slow mode. Let's go up to the second speed level here, or 2x. And this is going to need some workers. So let's do... Hey, look, there we go. 1, 2, and 3. Let's do at least one of each, maybe 2 of each. Wood cutters and stone cutters. And that's nice that you can do them both in the same building. I don't know if that was the case before. Although we need more logs than stone, so maybe we need to put a little more worker in here. 18 and 10 versus 20 and 10, that's pretty good. Let's go with those numbers. It's not like we won't use this stuff. Let's see, free workers, here they are. We have 30 more people we can assign to jobs, so plenty of Plenty for your
Together
workers.
stronger.
Mm-hmm. All right. Tutorial step 1 complete. Off to a promising start, Chief. We may go on gathering nearby resources for a while. We should focus on producing more complex materials by processing the raw ones. Our settlement can develop as far as the limits of our knowledge and production. We can create flexible and processable constructions or objects through woodworking. Build a lumber mill, produce 30 lumber. Okay, production and lumber. That's a big old building there. Let's go... let's rotate like this, maybe. So there are roads and stuff here. Dusty road. Oh, we have to research it first. Okay, never mind then. Never mind. Oh, here's the layers now. So these are up here. We can see the water layer. So it's kind of like a water table map. Wind layer. Mining layer. Fertility layer. Okay. And oil drilling layer. Nice. So I did see a little bit of that over here. Interesting. Okay. Spring. Target products. So we can either use this to make logs. Here's the production calculation. The amount of resources and time required for production are calculated dynamically. The general efficiency of a building's operating class affects these variables positively or negatively. In addition, the workforce value determines the speed of the production according to the required amount of working people. In addition, these two variables are affected by technological developments, societal events, and environmental factors. Labor. Certain classes of society become the operating labor force of certain production buildings according to their abilities. Some buildings require cooperation from other classes besides the operating class. And then here, status notifications about the status of the selected structure. So let's do a couple few workers here. Sure. So what is that? Paper. Okay, so yeah, it's either lumber or paper here in this building. So presumably later we'll want to do more. And we also need to connect it to the road network, but I thought... Is there another road? It's saying... Oh, it's working anyway. It just doesn't like being not connected to a road. Okay, then you can do your thing. Let's put all 5 of them in there, though, because why not? Get it done faster. Yeah, we lose 30 workforce productivity here because of it. Okay. And now it's 10. Or no, it's 10. Day 10, new season, summer. Let's go up to speed 3 just to work our way through the demo, or through the tutorial, rather. Group of travelers appeared near our main settlement. Travelers. There we are. Group of unfamiliar people. Okay. I built this right over a road. Oops. Not really. Here they come now. Okay. Every operation is harder to perform in a settlement without roads. Connecting all the roads in our village with a road network will convenience the workforce and the circulation of raw materials greatly. While not mandatory for other operations, road construction is a prerequisite for building infrastructure such as bridges and tunnels. Build a road between the lumber mill and the main hall. Okay, that's here. Now we can do this. I guess we can just build a road along there like that. There you go. Now you're happy. Great. People are the most significant resource for our settlement. We must respond to a wide range of demands, from basic to costly. We have to set up a self-sufficient system to meet our basic requirements. We can start by constructing a well to meet our need for clean water. So build a well and produce 60 water. We already learned a little bit that there is a water layer here and how we can use that water. I think I'll put it kind of in line here with the lumber mill, but maybe down here a bit. Ooh, I see. Oh, maybe I do it over here then. Ooh, look at that. There's 2 of them over there. That could be even better. Let's go over here, like this maybe. Although I should have rotated that. It's fine. Let's do a road this way then. Actually, you know what? I will demolish and then build it again. Maybe like that. Because that's connected to 2 of those water nodes, and I don't know what those specifically do, but we'll figure that part out. This group of wanderers, each less fortunate than us, awaits permission to join our ranks. 11 workers. Sure, we'll take the 11 workers. We need more stone? Ooh, okay. Well, then let's do another stone worker here. Yeah, we need another 16 stone. Oh, the roads are using stone. I didn't realize that. Okay, that's why. I didn't notice they use stone and lumber. Wait, is that lumber or is that logs? That's lumber to make roads. Yeah. Interesting. So they must have grabbed all the stone and taken it there already, because there's 0 reported here. Let's see, we all are still over here chopping away at that. Working on the trees. I'm guessing that's what's actually being used there is, well, for the wood's being used probably for the power poles. Why did that not connect? Interesting. A little weird too. Okay. I mean, it's connected as far as the power line is concerned. And whether, yeah, that's just like probably a visual glitch of some kind. Okay, it's operational. So now we just need to collect 60 water, which looks like it's going to take us less than a day to do. And there's no workers here. It's automatic, which is kind of amusing given the fact that everything is manual. I mean, there is some power, electricity stuff later, but everything's manual. Okay. Step 3 complete. Wait. Were we at like step 4 or 5? Now that we have access to water, we are only one step short of calling this place home. A life without worry of hunger will turn us into a real society. Although we don't yet have enough resources for hunting, farming, or animal husbandry, our experience in staying alive by living off the land may come in handy. Lots of easily found edible mushrooms are scattered all around. We should build a gathering camp and start stockpiling raw food. Alright, so gathering camp. And we can see over here, there's some meat which is hunted, I guess. We're looking for mushrooms, so there's mushrooms there. There's also, so there's some down here too. Since we're already going this way, we could continue going this way. I think that kind of makes some sense. So why don't we put this down here someplace, and then they can build that. Yeah, there's some odd behavior with the roads here. There it goes. Okay. I don't know what the music is for. It's like drum music. Oh, it's probably them actually doing work. Oh, yeah, it's them hammering. Just at high speed. Let's see, this way. Middle mouse to do the camera thing. Drum music, moron. Okay, there we go. And then you need up to 3 workers. Let's go. 108 mushrooms per day then. And there's 1,300 and something available to them in their range, which is centered around this node. The nodes don't seem to be exactly like where all of it is. It seems more like this is like the center of a collection of that type of resource. So somewhere in the range of this node, whatever this node is 1,300 and now 64 mushrooms. And as long as this is close enough to it, it'll get all of those mushrooms eventually. At a rate of 108 per day. All right, 36. One more collection action. And there we go. The time has come to cook our meals. People eating whatever they have on their plates does not mean that they are content with it. When there is nothing to eat, they will get demoralized, sick, and maybe even fall into the jaws of death. As a society, we must organize the production and distribution of hot food. For a start, a bowl of soup will do as long as everybody has their share and they don't have to worry about hunger anymore. So research a basic kitchen, build a soup kitchen, and produce 30 simple meals. Okay, so research. Research. Here in the tech tree, there we go. Construction and materials. Basic construction. Start research. Oh, you can see the little progress bar there on the icon. Slowly filling up. And that's using, did I see knowledge someplace? Here. It's using these knowledge points, I assume, to research that. Well, they're not going down, so maybe not. Okay, there we are. Basic construction gives us a stockpile, a simple or soup kitchen, and a simple meal. Let's go to production, I guess. Soup kitchen. I think I'm going to put it here. And we'll let them come and build it. Food rations are not accessible enough. It's because there aren't any. Okay. I didn't notice the icon itself fills up with green as you build. So we're going to produce a mushroom soup here because that's what we have available to us. And we need to assign 3 workers to it. And that'll get us 19 soup per day. Food supply is low. You've got 300 and something mushrooms. Don't complain. I mean, I get why you're complaining because you're complaining about the simple meals, but come on now. I don't know how 19 meals feeds 46 people a day, but I'm not here for the logic, I guess. Now they're happier again. So some of them got to eat that hadn't eaten yet. No, the consumption's a lot higher than 0 per day. It's a lot higher. Or it will be. 29. 31. We must closely monitor the community's direct situation, needs, morale levels, and all related factors. We must try to reach the best possible outcomes in our affairs and adapt according to uncertainties in order to maintain a healthy and content society with what we have. In a badly managed community, unrest, diseases, deaths, and disintegration will quickly take hold. Explore population management. Is that another research, or is that something else? Oh, here it is. Okay. Click on this. Population management. Here you can view the overall status of the community in detail. The most important element in the management of a settlement is its people. Try to meet all their needs and keep variables such as morale, efficiency as high as possible. Meet the daily supply distribution needs according to your settlement's production capabilities in a sustainable manner. Society whose needs are met breeds high motivation, good health, and uninterrupted work. Class. Our society consists of 3 basic classes. Members of each class must work as a pioneer in their respective fields, but production buildings may need multiple classes to work simultaneously according to the building's level of development. You can follow the population number and distribution of each class here. Only adults can be recruited as workforce. Children, sick, and retirees cannot work, but they will still need certain resources. You can manage the basic needs of social classes from here. Supplies for needs such as food, water, clothing, and tools are determined from the daily average consumption per person. Here you can manage the rate at which supplies are to be distributed to each class and view the successful distribution rate and other factors. You can view the access rate for housing and other services here. You will get a satisfaction result according to the rate at which you meet your society's needs, which will form the basis of the morale value of each social class. The workforce and efficiency of each social class are the 2 most important indicators that shape life in your settlement. Workforce indicates how much or how long your working classes will operate. It is very important to manage this variable according to the current conditions and needs, while balancing the flow of production and life. Long working hours can cause low morale, and even if this is accounted for, remember that exhaustion can lead to sickness or an increase in workplace accidents. Efficiency is calculated based on the morale of the community and is the basis of production rate calculations for the operating class in production buildings. It is affected by how many external factors alongside the rate at which basic needs are met. By many external factors. Okay, so we need 9 simple meals a day. Or we are distributing 9 simple meals a day. And it says we need them. So our distribution rate is low. We need 46 water. Okay. Yeah, we're still in low morale because we're only at 20 efficiency. Okay. At last, our settlement resembles a home. Everyone has a job, something to offer to our society. No, they don't. There's a lot of unemployed people. We are producing food, water, and construction materials. Before ramping up, we need some basic rules and a sense of order. Proportions represent how much of a consumable is used per person in a day. We must respond to every need, but decisions about each proportion should be made according to our resources and production capacity. The general level of morale will be generated by what gets distributed, at what rate, and how successfully. Morale directly influences the production performance of our settlement. Also, it can affect our people's reactions to unexpected events, positively or negatively. So we need to set the ration distribution to regular and distribute rations successfully for 3 days. That's done in here, I assume. Distribution to regular. Okay. And that means we now need 46 simple meals per day, which means we're probably going to need another one of these. Because, yeah, soup kitchen. Luckily, we have all the materials. We do have lots of materials. More mushroom soup. More workers. And that gets us a place to track everything about your settlement and your people. View the overview panel. Health is the subject that we should pay the most attention to. It should be our top priority to find a solution to our current conditions, examine the factors affecting public health, and take decisive action. Hint, there are many factors that affect people's health. Nutrition and water are the most important of these. No one can withstand more than 3 days without water. You need to produce solutions against many variables, such as the seasons, heavy work conditions, epidemic, insufficient supply, and harmful external effects. Okay, so I saw there's an overview screen here, and that's this this menu. So this will show us what we need for each consumable item, how we're doing on that front, and I'd like to graph them together or separately too. Nice. Nice. Okay. Congratulations, we have become a self-sufficient settlement and moved beyond temporary campsites. From now on, you must devise production plans according to the needs of your people and the settlement. You can set your course by exploring the technology tree. Remember, we may have no time. We know what to expect, but we can't be sure when or how. With time, you can produce higher grade goods like clothes, drinks, and paper. Before then, you have to train craftsmen to take part in these production projects. You can start training your people by researching and building a technical boot camp. Okay, well, let's take a look at the tech tree. We have the metalworking techniques here. We have the power grid here. Over here we have hunting. Okay, that one we already have. Over here we have surveillance and vocational training. This is the one that it kind of said to do, but I think before we get that far, I think we should do hunting. I think. Yeah, I think so. But we can't. We need metalworking techniques to do hunting. Okay, so metalworking techniques, we need oath to do metalworking techniques. And oath is here. Wait, well, we hadn't researched. Oh, I see. You researched the blue ones. The blue ones are the ones you can take. The red ones are the ones you cannot take. So, yeah, we need to do oath. We cannot achieve the level of civilization we've once had by only developing materially. The real backbone of the constructions and social institutions we established is the values that define and distinguish us. For us, oath is not only a legal boundary, but also a lifelong desire. It is winter. We cannot gather mushrooms, cannot produce at farms, and negative 16 health. Okay, can we look at community? Okay. So we have 46 healthy people. Luckily, we gathered lots of mushrooms. Let's see. We're nearly done with the tech tree research. There we are. So now we have shacks. They can accommodate up to 10 people. I think I will put them back here. Let's do maybe like that to start with. And then let's do a dusty road. That like that. We're working on suitable shelters, thank you. Every one of us needs proper places to live. We have enough food and water, but sleeping at whatever nooks we find each night does not help us prepare for the next day's labor. We need suitable shelters that can protect us from the unpredictable weather. Let's build 3 shacks. Okay, and I want to do one like here, and then one like here. That'll be the 3 we need, and then we'll do. I'm going to do a 4th one too. Actually, I'll just go ahead and put it in. It's fine. Here, that'll get us those. Because we have a bunch of people who can do work, so it's fine to, I think, to have 4 shack building jobs. at the same time. Although technically the one was done before the fourth one started. But that's just technical. That's just a technicality. Alright, we're going to run out of food eventually here because, yeah. But we're also at day 34. Yeah, we're going to run out of mushrooms. Ouch. Guess I should have gathered more, but I was following the tutorial. Can't gather any more mushrooms. I don't know if we can gather other things or not. Like the meat. I mean, it says we can, but doesn't mean we can. People are encouraged by success. If we can keep on like this, we may meet positive outcomes beyond what we expected. Though it was hard, we excelled. It is a happy day for our house. We are slowly leaving uncertainty behind. Alright, so that gets 40 of our 46 people housed. We could go ahead and put up another house for the last few people if we wanted. Let's do that here. Like how the ground kind of just fills in, makes do. And we gained 2 additional people because children have become adults. And another child was born also. But we're out of food. But it's spring, so we can gather more now. So I think now might be the time to put up another gathering camp over here. And see if we can gather up some more of this mushrooms and stuff. Probably just mushrooms. Yeah. So these little shacks should be able to be gotten rid of. Built over, or however you actually get rid of them. That's not one, though. That's my well. Okay, and let's put some more people on mushroom collection. That way we don't run out in the winter next year. I suppose we should go look in the menu here. Look for the blue dot, which is here under construction and materials, metalworking. Let's go ahead and start that research. There it goes. I don't actually know what this knowledge is. I guess it is that, but this says it requires 515 knowledge and 35 hours. I don't know if the 515 is taken out already then, or if it will be taken out yet. Ah, good, that's done. Should also probably build a stockpile. That's a big one. Put that over here. Okay, metalworking. Let's see, production. Probably actually resources first. No. Where do we get iron from? Iron ore from? Is that not gotten in? Oh, it is gotten in one of these. Okay. We don't have any iron nearby. Is that what that's trying to tell me? That could be. There's a bunch of over here, though. So we could go ahead and put up a camp over there. Did I space this out just right so that I did? Nice. Did. Alright, so you will store all the things. We can set limits on each item, and then the total storage is 15,000 for this building. Oh, we ran out of water? Oh, we need another well. Let's go over here, maybe. There you go. Oh, well. You need workers? Let's just do iron workers for now. I can also put some woodcutters in here, but we do have woodcutter or wood nodes nearby. But right now we're okay on wood, so I'm not going to devote any more workers to it. I really need to get this done. Really, truly. There you go. And it, of course, wants road access, and the road access is causing us a little bit of a loss there. Let's build a road. I put it there on purpose so that we could connect a road to it, although I put it on the wrong side. That's fine. I forgot to rotate. But it's happy with that road. At least I assume that's what those little arrows are for, that that's either the where it wants the road connection, or at least it's the front edge of the building. That could be. And there's two of them on the houses, but it doesn't mean anything. Because these are all L-shaped, so the front edge is actually two edges. It's the two edges that aren't the back of the house. So, yeah. Technology again. Nope, nope, nope. Wait, we can't do any more tech. Really? Didn't we look at hunting? Oh, it needs tools or something. Okay, so as soon as we get the mining going, which is going, we need to produce ingots here to forge. And I think I'll put that stuff up here. How big is the smith? Okay. It was a little bit weird there. Let's go there. And then we'll do production forge there. And then dusty roads. We need stability. A message from the community. Chief, it seems like we've been able to put things right since settling down. Our small settlement, built by toiling day and night, now needs some security and stability. We should at least make sure that we have left our days of hunger and thirst behind. Meet the food and water demands of the whole population for 3 days on regular distribution. Yeah, let's do that. And then that means we need to go into here and change the distribution of water to regular, which means we need 147 water per day and 49 meals per day. Let's go into here, put up another soup kitchen. This one is, oh, only has one front. Okay, one front, as well as another well. Those two are kind of taken. These two are kind of taken. We could go over here with it. Let's see, like that, and then we can do this road out that far instead. There you are. Group of strangers. 11 more workers. Oh, that's kind of a bummer because I need to do this. I think maybe we could wait another day to get to that point, and then we'll take them in after that. You need to produce iron ingots. Let's give you 3 people. And you still need iron ingots to build, so we'll do that first. Alright, we did it. So now let's take those people in. Except sneaky, sneaky. Alright, so 3 water should be really good. It's going to give us 72 times 3 per day. We need 180 per day, so we're good. We need 60 meals per day, which we're actually not producing right now. But we can, basically, because we're going to get almost 90 there. So that's really good. Yep, that's good. Another group of travelers, or is that the same group of travelers? Nope, they're coming in too. Okay. We could use another house now because we have 60 people. So let's go ahead and build another house. Shack. Love shack, baby. Tool supply is low. Yeah, well, we need that to make tools. We can't make tools yet there. Now we can. Okay, so this is going to consume, I'm guessing 22 iron ingots per day. This is producing 11, so we actually need 2 forges for every 1 smith, which I thought I remembered, which is part of the reason why I built it the way I did. And the other part of the reason was well, the size of the thing. So we're going to do it like this. And then, of course, I'm going to put another dusty road in here. Let's go from here up to here. And then I should have held down shift. And then from here down to here. And that'll give us a nice little production block. Another group of strangers. Let's bring them in too. That gets us to 69 people, which means we need another shack as well. There you are. It's a love shack, baby. Still 1,000 wood left. Eventually we'll need to add the workers over here to get at, not there, to get at the wood here. But there's only 666 there, so we have some time. What's going on? Health is a problem. Is that in here? Overview, health. Let's see. We have poor workforce condition, lower water distribution rate, which is weird. Clothing distribution rate is nothing, and health services are nothing. One of the things that I read is that the health stuff, while it's available here to see, you can't actually do anything with it. So if you want, so the health is like, they can be critically ill, but you can't actually make medicine yet in this demo. We have overcome this trial. It is a source of joy for everyone, though a small one. Okay. Let's take a look in here. See if there's anything else we can do. No. We need more tools yet. This one needs iron or power grid, and here we need tools or tools. Okay, so we just got to make some stuff. And you're complaining because you're not getting enough stuff because you're not making anything yet. There you are. Have at it. 18 per day, 18 per day, and this needs 2 times 18 per day. Yep. So our if we look at our stats here, for iron ingots, it should be net zero. Should be. Now, I probably, in order to do that one research, I'll need to knock down the tool production so we can stockpile a little bit of iron, but it should be net zero now. And on that day, it was only 10% off. So, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, let's knock this down to just 3 workers. A sad day for all of us. Chief, we're no strangers to death, but this is the first time we've encountered it since we settled here, and it hurts even more. Eloise Palmer died of illness. There are many factors that affect people's health. Nutrition and water are the most important of these. You need to produce solutions against many variables, such as the seasons, heavy work conditions, epidemics, insufficient supply, and harmful external effects. You can view these indicators in the overview panel. Yeah, we need more variety of food, I think, primarily, or largely anyway. But we have to research meat, hunting it, I assume, in order to be able to collect meat. That would be here, I guess. Yeah, meat, fish, and leather are come from there. So even though this gathering camp implies that you can gather fish and meat, you can't because it's locked. So, yeah. And even though it shows it when you're trying to build it, it shows the meat like there. You can't. Nope. Denied. There too. So, iron limbs. We need more. Chief, since we can now process metals, you can give us the means to produce durable and effective tools out of our own creation, so that we can see to our daily tasks. Work can be done without tools too, but this will tire us physically and mentally, and the more often we have to work without tools, the more likely we are to cause workplace accidents. Let's do it. Alright, so I wanted to see, speaking of tools, if we have, not that yet, I want to do this this one here first, the power grid. Though our methods are primitive, we have no chance of thriving unless we can produce massive amounts of power with which to operate similarly massive machinery. So that'll give us windmills and electricity, mechanic, which we already have actually, but we can't produce any. Needs energy, or it needs knowledge and time, of course, and these materials, and we're ready to go. And then now that I've done that, I can knock this back up to 5, and that gives us the tools that we need more frequently, because we have now a bit of a stockpile of iron ingots, which is fine. It's fine. You have 2,500 more iron? Okay, good. We got a while wait on that one. That's good. Oh, dear. Mm-hmm. I'm just slowly producing tools. 2 or 3 at a time. Or 1.5 at a time, I guess. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you can produce half a tool, but which is not mine to judge. Okay, that technology has been researched, and then let's go do hunting next. And right away. So we have 70 net power available still. 130 are going to the shacks. And wait, no, 7, wait. Yeah, 130. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and the smith. 6, 7 shacks and 60 to the smith. Oh, okay. So let's go with utilities, I guess, and then windmill. And so you can see here we're at the wind overlay, and you can see the best spots for the wind power. This is a really good spot here on the coastline. That shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody. But we can put those down if we want to produce a little bit more power, and I think we do. So let's do. Can we do a dusty... Should we do a dusty road from those to connect the power up, or does that not actually matter? Oh, we're going to do it anyway. Because why not? Although it's not a large stock, if we can produce and store at such a pace and make a habit out of producing at this pace, we can sustain our forward momentum. We're out of mushrooms, though. Uh-oh. Nope, not you. Pause for a mo. Actually, no, wait, we can't. We need to go super slow-mo to be able to do anything. There is no... Yep, there's nothing here, so let's demolish this one. Actually, wait a minute. I remember something about maybe the resources regen. Let's leave it here. We'll just take the workers out. Let's do another... nope, gathering camp. Let's go pretty far over there. Wait, that was fish, wasn't it? Anyway, it is. Mushrooms there are gone too. There's mushrooms here. Yeah, we really just need to get this fishing going. But we'll get this one over here going first. First. Like that, maybe. Oops. And then we can go to there. And there we go. As soon as hunting is ready, which it's well on its way. Just about there. There we go. Now, are any of these in range of other resources? No. Oh, I need to pull the workers out of this too. Let's do another one that we can get hunting and fishing going. Maybe here. We can get 2 spots of hunting and 2 spots of fishing, actually, here with one building. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I can always put a second building here to help gather it faster. Let's see, did you finish this one yet? Nope, on its way. Let's go up to speed 2. If we weren't already there. And you can gather mushrooms again. We'll get them back to cooking. Luckily, we have 567 mushroom soups made. So we're okay. We had a little bit of a buffer there. That's good. And I wanted to come back and check on... Nope, not you. You? To see if the mushrooms regrow, because that is still there. So maybe it regrows like seasonally or something. I have a vague recollection of this, but I could be wrong on how that works. But we'll see. We're in autumn now, so maybe we'll see if in the spring they are back or not. You know, either one. And I think we're going to turn off one of these kitchens and switch it over to cooking meat stew pretty soon. And I may even knock down one more of them. Oh, we might be bringing in... No, we're not. Okay. Take that down. Let's see. 3 fishers. 3 hunters. It also gives us hides, which are used for something or other. And here we want to go with, what does the question mark do? Don't know. Let's go with meat stew here. 3 workers for that. And we'll go with fish stew here. And we'll go 3 workers for that. And then we're making all 3 of the stews. Actually, this one's going to be defunct because we don't gather mushrooms during the winter time. So if it turns out that we end up with a lot of meat or fish... Wait, why is fish not up here? Interesting. Let's go to the overview. Yeah, we have fish production. Okay. Okay. Then we can always do... we can always switch this one to one or the other of those, just to process it a little bit more. But I also just noticed the time, and while we haven't gotten through all of the game's content, I think we got through enough that you can kind of see what to expect with the game, what's different about the game if you watch the first demo, and what's the same, because the core fundamentals of a game really shouldn't change too far into its lifetime, I would say. So we're kind of still in the early stages of life, but we're at the point where the game has the same basic core, but they've updated some of the they need more water. Well, they got water. What are you whining about? We'll figure it out later. But we're going to leave this here, and in the next episode, we will, or the next time we see this game, it will be in early access, I assume, sometime later this year. But also keep an eye on my channel throughout the week, as I mentioned in the beginning of the episode, for other game demos during Steam Next Fest, as I enjoy taking in those weeks and playing through some of the available demos to experience new games for myself, but also to feature them for you so that you can know whether you want to even take a look at the demo, or if you don't have time to take a look at the demos, then you can know which games are coming and that you might be interested in purchasing. So if you like this game, follow and wishlist it on Steam, and keep an eye on it for the early access release coming later this year. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.